Hey guys, what's up and welcome to today's video. We are starting 2020 off on an interesting note. I picked up brand new from Colourpop, their Champagne Bubbles collection. So I have the highlighter right here. I have the liquid highlighter, and in this collection also launched 2 brushes. So we are going to go over these items today. I have tried them out. Spoiler alert, it is not what I expected. I was actually extremely shocked at the way that these 2 products actually performed right here in front of me, from the packaging to the performance. I definitely have a lot of thoughts and opinions on it. I'm not going to talk too much. I'm just going to get right to the point. Let's jump into it, and I'm going to demonstrate these 2 very disappointing products for you. So first off, I want to get out of the way the brushes. Now these are absolutely beautiful. I love the gold tone. I love the white synthetic brush hairs. These are actually very beautiful brushes, and they do perform very well. I did use this brush today to apply my foundation. Recently, I haven't really been a huge fan of using a brush for my foundation because obviously in the winter, it goes without saying, my skin is very sensitive and dry, and I find that brushes tend to make my foundation look like essentially it's sitting on top of my skin, versus when I use a wet sponge, it kind of just helps everything kind of sink in and look glowy and beautiful. But this brush I actually really enjoyed. So this is the F23. It is a flat kabuki brush. Now I think they launched this with this collection with the intention that obviously it could be used with your foundation, but it could be used to apply this like liquid highlighter, liquid illuminator, all over the face to be mixed in with your foundation and then obviously applied. Then they also included the F24. This is just like a tapered fluffy brush, and this is obviously supposed to go with the pressed highlighter right here, so you can hit the high points of the cheek, down the nose. You guys get it. You probably all know how to use something like this and how to apply highlight. Now let's talk about the 2 products. First off, the liquid highlighter. Now I don't have any highlight on my face right now. I did want to actually demo this for you guys. When this got delivered to me, I have all of my packages delivered to me at work because shit gets stolen off of my front porch where I live. So I opened this up. I was so excited, and I went to town. Some of the girls I work with, we were kind of playing with this, and we kind of were giving it the side eye, like, really? Like, this is Colourpop, you guys? Like, I am actually shocked that this is a Colourpop product. I haven't watched any other reviews of this, so this is just my genuine, authentic, unbiased opinion, and this stuff is just not good. I could not imagine putting this all over my skin underneath my foundation, or even mixing it into my foundation. So it comes in this kind of dropper packaging like this. Now in the packaging, the product looks stunning. Please excuse my awful nails. The product in the packaging looks gorgeous. It looks like it's a beautiful tone, very champagne. I'm assuming that this is supposed to be a dupe for Champagne Pop. I do have a little tiny Becca sample in front of me here, so we can kind of take a look at these side by side. I mean, they are very, very similar, but they look very different, please believe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys how this liquid highlighter looks. Now it does have like this little dropper, so you can see like this little top right here. You can stick it in, it picks up product, and then there you go. So it is nice packaging, but the weird thing is, you guys, it feels very cheap. Now, obviously, Colourpop is not an expensive brand. They make very affordable products, but one thing they've always excelled at is being able to kind of merge affordability and quality together. I've never really truly felt that their packaging felt cheap or anything like that. This just feels very cheap. It does have a scent. It smells, oh, I just put this all over my nose. It smells, might as well blend that in. It smells very good. Kind of like tropically kind of scent, but it is quite strong. So if you're sensitive to fragrance, please be aware of that. I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of dot this on the cheeks here, and I will zoom in so you guys can see. So that's kind of how it looks. And I like to take liquid highlighter and blend this out with my finger. But what the problem is with this is that it dries down so quickly. Now it is extremely reflective, but the formula exaggerates every little bit of texture, and up close it almost looks dry. Like, I can't explain it. Usually liquid illuminators, liquid highlighters are good at making the skin looking very illuminated, like hydrated, and they sink better into the skin, but this one just kind of sits on top. Now on camera, obviously I'm looking in the viewfinder, the glow part of it, the reflect, is gorgeous. It is so pretty. I will tell you right away that between the two, the liquid highlighter is the least offensive as far as like exaggerating texture. If you put this on top of like minimal makeup, it is even worse. Obviously right now I have a base going and I have some foundation on, but it just looks so dry and chunky and just exaggerates everything. I almost feel like I just took straight metallic and just like went like this on my face. Like there's just nothing sinks in. It's just very topical looking. It's not good. I do not like it at all. And in fact, like I said, I can't imagine putting it on underneath foundation. Maybe mixing it into a foundation, you could probably make it make it work. But I just feel like no matter what, this product is just not that flattering. I don't know. It's just not that good. It's not worth it to me. The scent is overwhelming. The packaging isn't that great, and the formula itself, obviously what matters, is not that great. Now let's move on to the compact. So this is their Pressed Illuminator. Again, this is in the shade Champagne Bubbles. When I saw this packaging, I was actually really excited. I was like, not only is this a dupe for maybe Marc Jacobs, but it's going to be a dupe for Champagne Pop from Becca. But this packaging is frustrating. First off, from how you open it. There's no little ledge that comes out right here. So when you're trying to open this, you have to put your hands or your fingers somewhere, and I can't get it because you're then holding the top of it and it doesn't want to come open. It is maddening. It drives me nuts. Okay, got it. So here's what the product looks like inside. It has the same scent as the liquid product. What I will give props to this for is the giant mirror, and it is a very good quality mirror. Like this is a nice mirror, one of the nicest mirrors I've ever seen in a compact, and it is huge. I absolutely love how large it is. And then here's the pan. So it's obviously a very large pan on the inside. Right off the bat, when I opened this, and I will show you guys up close, this looked very just powdery, and it feels very thick. Now again, swatched, it is very beautiful. I absolutely love the tone of this, but it almost just comes off, I don't know, something that I almost feel like wouldn't even work for my skin. So there's that swatch, so I can just show you guys. It's just very thick and powdery. When you swatch this, you'll be able to tell. Now look, when I blend it out on my hand, it almost blends out into nothing. And look there's really nothing even left on my finger. I don't know what's going on with this. So let's go ahead and try this one. I'll put it on this cheek for you guys, and I will use the brush that came with it. I will tell you, the brush helps the formula, but obviously, I don't even know if you guys can see this on camera. Let me turn the lights down. So turn the lights down, and I want to bring you guys up close. It just looks so incredibly chunky. All of my texture is so exaggerated. Now, when it hits the light, I think it's beautiful. The tone of this, like the reflect, is gorgeous. I will give it that much. But oh my goodness, it just, I don't know. I really hope it's translating on camera so I don't sound like a complete idiot, but it is just very chunky. And again, if you put this on top of, like, if you're someone who likes a no makeup look and you just like to put on some tinted moisturizer and you want to put this on top, it looks even worse. I almost should have done that for you guys. And I can kind of see, like, when I look forward, I almost have like that shadow here. So there is an undertone also that just doesn't work quite perfectly with my skin. I can't tell. It's almost like it's just slightly maybe too dark and maybe too golden. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this side by side. So this is Champagne Bubbles from Colourpop. So you can see it. So there's that. And then let's go ahead and do a swatch from Becca Champagne Pop. Ooh, maybe that'll show you guys. Look how chunky and just crumbly that is. Blech. All right, and then here is Champagne Pop right below it. So they are very similar, but like look how smooth and nice Champagne Pop swatches. It's just, obviously this is a way more expensive formula, but you guys get my drift. There is definitely a difference in texture and just how this sits on the skin and how much more smooth the Becca one is. Of course, you guys are probably thinking like you just compared a $32 or however much the Champagne Pop highlighter is to something that's like 10 bucks or 12 bucks. I can't remember how much this costs. Obviously, I will have that on the screen. And yes, you're not gonna get the exact same thing, but it's just to show you guys the texture. Look at how this is actually breaking up on my hand, if you guys can see that. I don't know, it's just so chunky. And blech. Let's go ahead and put some Champagne Pop on top of it and see if we can kind of redeem ourselves. Yes, now it looks like I have way, oh, if you layer the two, the glow is real. Holy smokes. This liquid one though, ugh, not good, but I am now glowing immensely, and it looks even more chunky and even more thick now that I layered it. The glow on camera is gorgeous. I'm so disappointed. I really truly am. I was so excited thinking that this would be a dupe for Champagne Pop. It's way more affordable. I do love the large packaging with this, like the large pan size. I think that's awesome because it makes it perfect to fit larger brushes in there if you want to do like body highlight, which this might actually be better for considering the formula. I have a lot less imperfections on like my collarbone, my chest area, the shoulders. This might bode a little bit better for that. But yeah, I don't know, from the packaging to the formula, you guys, I can't stop saying it. I'm just really kind of shocked that this came from Colourpop. I just picture this coming from a brand that's maybe even more of like a low-end brand, something that you might get from like a dupe brand that isn't so hot at making dupes, if you guys get what I'm saying. Even something that you might have, oh, I don't even want to say it. Something off of like AliExpress where they're like, hey, this is Champagne Pop, and it's clearly a fake item. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's too much. I do like the reflect. I will tell you that. It is extremely pearlized. Like, wow, I can't even go out in public like this. This is the most ridiculous highlight I've ever had. Like, we are glowing. But honestly, it's just not even worth it. You are better off purchasing Champagne Pop. If that's something that you've wanted, purchase the mini. It does last a long time. There are other highlights as well that are very similar. Wet n Wild makes some highlighters that are very similar to Champagne Pop. There are so many dupes for that. And even Colourpop, some of their Super Shock highlights, that is one of my favorite highlight formulas. Pick up one of those instead on the cusp if it's still available. Thimble, Flexitarian, they are so beautiful and glowy and look gorgeous on the skin versus something like this. So there you guys have it. It is our first fail of 2020. Technically, this product launched in December, but I'm not reviewing it till now, but whatever. It took forever to get to me, actually, obviously, because I ordered during the holidays, which is to be expected. There you guys have it. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you picked up anything from this collection. What are your thoughts on it, and what are some highlighters that you absolutely love? Like, I would love to hear what your holy grail highlights are. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you liked it, share it, and of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel before you go. I love you guys so, so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye, guys.